So right now I've got my Android device up and I'm going to show you how you can get your Caldwell G Suite account onto your Android device. This setup here, it's going to look a little bit different on each Android device. It just depends on the device that you have, but the initial steps are going to be the same. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is swipe down on the top of my screen as such and hit the settings gear. So it's going to be that little gear icon, which I'm going to want to tap. I'm going to then want to scroll down until I see the word accounts. On this screen here, I see users and accounts as I see it. You might see the word accounts, but you're going to want to tap that. You'll see all of the accounts which are on your Android device. You're going to want to scroll to where you see add account. So I see that right here. Again, scroll until you find that. Then tap add account. Don't tap Google, tap add account. You're then going to want to add, out of these options, a Google account. So I'm going to add that. It might be asked to re-enter your PIN. And this is where you're going to sign in with your Caldwell G Suite email address, which will be the first initial of your name, your first initial last name at caldwellhomes.com. Mine's a little bit different. And then you're going to enter your Caldwell G Suite password, whatever you change it to on your computer first before coming up and setting it up on your phone. I'm going to accept the terms of service and privacy policy. So I then see right here, if I hold my finger down, that my Caldwell G Suite account is now set up on my phone. So on Android's Gmail, Google Calendar, Drive, it's already going to be set up on there. So if I go and pull up, if I just do a search, or you might not even have to do a search, you might just swipe through your phone to find your other apps. If I do a search for Gmail, I see that my Caldwell G Suite account is already loaded onto here. And if I do a search, let's say for Drive, again, you might not have to do a search. It's just telling me that everything's already on here. I see that I have all my other Google accounts on this device. I'll tap Caldwell, so I can easily switch back and forth between accounts. And if I tap Contacts, I see I don't have very many personal contacts on here, but I also see that the Caldwell G Suite directory is already loaded into my phone, and I can look people up just using this magnifying glass really easily. So I went through those there, and I'm also going to have Google Calendar on here. I see that loaded here if I'm using that, and I can also search for it. So that there shows you how you can get your Caldwell G Suite account onto your Android device. Again, just go into your settings, go into accounts, adding a new account, adding a new Google account, and signing in with your Caldwell credentials. And your Caldwell credentials will then be loaded into the G Suite apps on your device.